welcome to Carmen, Katharine's Wreath. So happy to have you on my channel. Welcome all new subscribers. Hello everyone, happy to see you today. So we're going to do another flower. It is going to be different than the one we did yesterday, but it's still going to be with just 2 rolls of 10-inch mesh, and we're using the Trendy Tree mesh. We're using the ombre blue, and then we're using the ombre purple. Alright, I pre-cut everything, so we're not going to go over that today. What I will say is you want to cut them in 10 by 10, and the reason being is I wanted to have a few more petals to do something a little bit different today than we did yesterday. And yesterday I cut it at 11, and just by cutting it right at 10, you're going to add a couple extra pieces to work with. So we are actually making a fairy flower today, and I'm using this fairy. It came from Hobby Lobby, I believe, and it was half off. I'll show you. I'll get the little bird. I took most of them apart already. Okay, so they're normally $4.99. It did come from Hobby Lobby. Here is one of the little birdies I got, and it was 40% off. So you're looking at $3. Not bad. $3.40. So this is really cute, and I'm going to take the bottom piece off. My husband should be home by the time I need the bottom piece taken off, and then I'll be able to put this on. And I have another piece that goes with it that we'll be using. Not another metal piece, but another floral decor that we're going to use on it. So it's going to be really, really cute. Oh, doggy's tutorial. I'll have to get their blankets swapped up. So you need an 8-inch 4-ring Wreath ring today. I got that from Craft Outlet. You can get it from Hobby Lobby too, because I've seen them there. So I'm going to turn the camera down. We're going to get started. Like I said, everything's pre-cut, so they're 10-inch rolls cut in about 10 by 10. So one of each roll that are 10 inches by 10 yards cut into 10-inch squares, so 10 by 10. Alright? So I'm going to turn the camera down, and we're going to get started. So happy to see you. Again, I do want to say thank you to Miss Diana Harless. I said her last name wrong yesterday. Miss Diana, I love you. Thank you. I'm using your mesh again today. See, people are been so kind to me and sending me stuff, and I actually use it in the tutorials, and it helps so much. So I am so grateful, because without all of you that are being so kind and generous, I wouldn't be able to make wreaths every day. So this is a pleasure for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, Diana. I do have a package reveal I will be doing later on. It's just something that Miss Joyce's husband made me that I got in. So I'll be showing that on a separate video so everybody can see it. It's really cool. So I'm really excited about that one. So let me turn this down and let's get started. I'll see you in a few seconds. Okay. I think you took Ginger's spot, sweetie. They're all getting ready to take their afternoon nap. My doggies. I always talk about them. We are using zip ties today, but I'm going to try to use mostly blue ones that I have. But if I run out, I'm going to use some white ones. So I'm going to pull those out. So we're actually going to do this a little bit different. Yesterday we started on the outside. Today I'm actually going to start in the inside, simply because they're all the same fold. And I'm actually trying to do a 3-layer with 2 rolls of mesh. Alright? So these are single petals. And all you do is just like what we did yesterday. But you don't want to overlap it. You just want to fold it where both little angles touch the triangles, like you're folding the corners. Both of them touch, and then scrunch it, okay? They're like butterfly wings. Some people call them bow ties, but these are more like butterfly wings because of the way we're going to shape this. So like we did yesterday, one part goes in and the other one stays on the outside. So you're going to slide it under. And this is what we did on the green part, on the leaves. We're going to do this through the whole entire one, and you'll see. So you want the corners to not be sticking out. We want them to be kind of down, the edges, I mean. We're just going to scrunch it right here. The very bottom, see, they look like wings. You want them to look like wings. We're not doing the typical flower petal. We're doing the little butterfly wings. So I'm going to take, and don't worry, we cover all this, so you don't have to worry. I'm going to take a very little one, though. I'm going to use the blue in the back. You know what? I can use the blue. I'll just use the white. These are really small and thin. I believe these are the Dollar Tree ones. You've got to be very careful because they can snap. Okay, as close as possible. Push it towards the back. Yes. Use your table tie gun too. So you can either take your cable tie gun and trim the edges. Someone said at Harbor Freight they got their cable tie gun. I don't have one of those here. I live in the country. If I go to Hobby Lobby, it's a little bit over an hour, 45 minutes to an hour by drive. If I go to Old Time Pottery, then that's an hour and 45 minutes away. And the only time I get to go there, because that's in Orange Park, Jacksonville, Florida, and I live in Kingsland, St. Mary's is Georgia. So I live in Georgia. But the only time we go to Old Time Pottery is if I have to go to the Naval Hospital to see my doctor, and that's 45 minutes away from my doctor's visit. So we don't have all that here. Everything I get is online, unless I have a doctor's appointment. So you're going to take your, and I would take, so you want to kind of take the edges that are cut. If you see where it's going to be more weaker as far as your frame, those are the corners you would fold in, okay? And you're just tipping the very nose of the other one. This is the typical old school flower. So we're not doing the spearing, we're just going to grab it. We're not doing the bow tie where they just tie it here. We're actually going to do what's called, it's like a butterfly type of, see, it looks like a pair of wings, like butterfly wings. That's what we're doing. We take one petal under, and we're using the 4th bar first. Pull it through. So you have that one petal under. Make sure this is nice and pretty before you put your zip tie on, because you don't want to, anytime you're using metallic, you do not want to keep pulling it in and out. That's how it will start to fray or tear up, okay? It doesn't matter how you cut it either. So pinch it, take a zip tie, go around, flip it. You want it as close to the bar as possible. Pull it through, flat side always in. Alright, flat side is always in. Make sure it's shaped. That's why we pinched it. And make sure it doesn't lose its shape. The whole way to keep this nice and pretty is you have to keep it pinched, like this. Take your zip tie gun. Or you can pull it by hand too. See how the wings are kind of overlapping each other? And that's fine. They're really pretty. Really, really pretty. And we're not going to use a whole lot, like I said, because we're going to try to do a third. I'm going to try. I can't promise. I'm going to try. See what we can do to do a third row. So here we go. Take the side you think is going to fray, like the side's up a little. Just got a little straggle there. I'm going to take that side. There you go. Gather it. Pinch. You can also pinch it and then hold it side by side to see how it's going to look. You don't want to just throw these on, because if they curl, it's going to ruin the whole look. So the whole point is to fold it, pinch it, make sure it looks like a pair of butterfly wings. Alright. Take the one side, and you can even do it like this. When you pinch it, kind of puts a little bend in it, so it'll kind of keep its shape. Remember, we always spray this with your adhesive when you're done, and guess what? The adhesive will keep the little fairy wing shape. You can take a pair of non-latex disposable gloves, and after you spray it, you can pull on the ends outside, and that'll help it too, to keep the shape. Some people have problems with it curling, but as it starts to get thicker, it's completely fine. But remember, have that little pinch there. See how I have the pinch? See the wings in the front? Has to be pinched or it's going to curl. And you know, once this is on, you're not going to get its shape. So it's all about pinching it, or you're going to have the curly like I do with my other flowers, and we don't want that. We want the wings. So just push your zip tie through. You're just going around the zip tie, not around the bar. The reason why you're doing that is because, you see how I laid it flat so it'll hold its shape? Is because we put one over the bar, like in between it. So one side of the flower petal is over this way and the other side's on the other side. So we're using the bars, and the zip tie is just to keep it on. How pretty that is. Beautiful. Until you see the two colors mixed together, it turned out really pretty, so I had to play with it and take a couple colors and mess around earlier this morning. I had a wreath drain. Alright, so corner, just touch the very noses, see? Gather, pinch, fold, like slant it upwards, so you're pinching it. See, it's not as easy as everyone thinks it is. There we go. Gather, and I'm trying to make it easy. Pinch, make sure it's that nice, pretty wing you want. Alright, so it's pinched. Push this over. So all I did was put it underneath the frame. And this is part where it will fray, so that's why I always tell you to cut a little extra. I did not with this, so we're trying to be very careful. This is why I say you don't want to put it on right the first time. You do not want to take it apart. Because if you do, then it's going to fray up on you. It's going to tear. The metallic's going to come loose. I've got my wings. Actually, I think they're supposed to go like this. There we go. There's the wings. It's in shape. Take a zip tie. Stick it through around inside that bar. Holding the flower petals down with the hand on top. Flat side in with the zip tie at all times. These are small and they kind of like come out of my hand. It's hard to pull them, so this does make a difference. Anyone that has arthritis or carpal tunnel, I have arthritis real bad, so this definitely helps. So that's 4. I think that's all I'm going to do is 4 in each section on the first section. Fold, fold, gather, gather, pinch, bend, make sure it's the shape you want it, completely pinch it, it's going to shape it. So it kind of puts a little bend down there. And half around. This is why we're doing the first. We're doing the inner bar first, just because this is the tightest one to get on. Alright? Smallest area for your fingers. Hold it down, make sure it's shaped. Zip tie. Flat side always in. It's close. Pull it out some, you can even put a rock. It's fine. I use a lot of rocks. If your rocks tend to stick to your mesh, ruin your mesh, someone had said that. Mine have never done that. I've never had an issue. You can put a piece of felt on the back, okay? Mine have never ever hurt. Never. And this came from the Dollar Tree. One more, and then I'll finish off camera. So, fold. Push it out just a little bit. Fold. We're hitting nose to nose on the corners. Pull. Pull. You're gathering it in. Almost like a bow tie. Slant it up. Make sure that it's where you want it to go. See how to adjust it a little bit? I'm going to pinch it. That's going to give it a little, so when you let go, see? Looks like you already put it on there and took it off. That gives you a guide to know how you want it. I want this to wing out. Pretty, really pretty. Zip tie. Before I flip it. It's easier to put it on before you flip it. Flip it. Scrappy, I'll go get you a pillow since all the other ones are over here, honey. Just give me a second. I'm getting comfortable for baby. Alright. So we are only doing 4 to a section. Alright. Sometimes you really have to watch me. You can't just watch 5 minutes of it and think that's how it's done, because I add stuff as I go. And then I get people saying, but what did you do here? Didn't you watch the video? Yeah, I watched it. I didn't see that part. It's because you either fast forwarded or you watched the first 15 minutes and I added more petals. So I always, a lot of times I'll add stuff as I go. I may have something in my mind that I want to do, but I always add to it. Or take things away, or decide that doesn't look good, like I did with the patriotic wreath. I decided I didn't like it, so I made something totally different and then put the fallen soldier cross on a vine. And I didn't even have anything in my mind about making that vine, honestly. That is something I just did right then and there. I didn't think about it, and it was because I couldn't see that cross on that white mesh wreath. It just didn't feel honorable for me. And my husband's active duty military, and he's been in 17 years, and he's still active duty, and it just, I felt bad, so I changed it. And a lot of you that are military or retired, you totally got what I was saying. So that was nice to see on my craft page. Jacqueline, you understood exactly what I was saying. I saw it. Thank you, Jacqueline. I love you, hon. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the camera. I did 6 petals in front of you, so you should be comfortable to do this. Maybe I should do one more, and then I got to cut it off, because we're going to try and do 3 layers and then decorate. So here we go. 1 corner, 2 corner. Make sure they're even too. You don't want to just flop it over, and you want to make sure it's even. Otherwise the wings aren't going to look right. Gather, gather. Kind of like if you were doing a ruffle, but you're gathering. Kind of. It's a bow tie. Twist up. Flatten it. Look at it. Pinch. I mean by pinch, it puts a dent in your mesh, so if you accidentally can't keep up with it, you got your marker right there. You know where you're going to put your zip tie. You know where you're going to bend it over your frame, because you bent it in half. See, and this is what's really good about Trendy Trees mesh, I notice, is it's sturdy. It's different. I think this is one of my favorite kinds of mesh. I'm going to be honest with you. Yesterday was the first day that I used Trendy Trees mesh, like on a whole project. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So, like I said, you just bend it. Look, it holds its shape. See, and most of the time it'll fall back out. This holds it. You can also hold it like this, pull on it, shape it. It really holds its shape really well. So when you put your adhesive on it, all it's going to do is just seal the ends where it was cut so it doesn't fray. And remember, always trim those little pieces off too. I always trim as I go. I have one there. It's only one, so it's not even bad. It's like a little straggle, which is normal with metallic, because this ombre has metallic going through it. Alright, so the mesh is actually called purple ombre, blue ombre, green ombre. It's actually called ombre, but it has metallic in it. See how I pulled it through? So that'll help you. The main thing is make sure, get that backwards. Make sure, I almost had that on backwards. Just make sure the shape is there. I always pinch mine again once it's over the bar. Pinch, flip. Make sure it's where you want it. zip tie. This is easy too. If you feel as the wreath gets thicker and you feel like you're losing your spot or it's too full that you can't keep it still, just put your rocks. This will hold your project down for you. Take your zip tie. I like the zip ties. They're thinner when you're making your flowers too. Otherwise you see the pipe cleaners everywhere. So I like the zip ties. Your cable tie gun. There you go. You want it as close to the frame as you can possibly get it. Might as well do one more since we're only doing 4 in a thing, and that's all I'm going to do on camera. But I might as well do one more since we're already halfway done. So here we go. Use this gold. Gold. Sure the corners are touching. Gather. Gather. Twist. Pinch. I always want to pinch it. See? It does it with every piece. That's pretty cool, huh? Usually you don't get that unless you put the pipe cleaner over it or you put your zip tie on and you gotta redo it. Pretty neat. So, you can start it from, put it here. See, it's still bent. I see where I shaped it. Careful about the zip tie next to it. You don't want to get your mesh caught in that. It's then all over and you can fray it. Zip tie around it. Make sure it's closest to the bar. If you're going to do it by hand, you can always use the scissors to cut it too. $13.49 at Walmart. ABN cable tie gun, only online. For this one. I tried other brands, just so everybody knows. I tried several, and they broke within the first day. This is the first one that hasn't broke. So a lot of you are saying, I got mine from here or here. Okay, that's great. I bought one from Lowe's, and we bought one from Home Depot, and it broke within 2 days. Got one from Walmart, and it's still working, so it depends if there's a defect, and it really depends, because these were the cheapest ones, and I bought the cheapest ones from each store, and they broke, so doesn't mean that it's a bad gun just because it's from Walmart, because it ended up being the best one I've used so far. So that's why I recommend it, because it's the only one that hasn't broken yet. Alright, so I'm going to turn the camera off. For all my students, go ahead and get your petals. Finish up your first row, then unpause me and we'll get to my next one. I do want to let the puppies out. They're not puppies, my babies. The last 2 days have been raining. They've been miserable. So I'm going to go take them out, and I want to get Scrappy a doggy pillow in his blanket. So here we go. We'll finish this up. I'm going to finish mine up, and I'll see you in a few seconds. See how pretty this lays out? That's because all the petals are to the side and the one's over the bar and one's under. And they look like little butterflies. And they came out really, really pretty. I like this a lot. So, I have enough to do another layer of purple. But I wanted to do something different. And you're really going to like this because the blue is going to pull the color out of the purple. It's just, you'll see. It's almost like a two-tone type of thing. So as we're going to do this, because we started in the center, just please don't pull on it. You don't want it to, the less fray the better, okay? So half at a time. I'm just going to hold this over. What you scratching at, Scrappy? There's nothing there, buddy. You're going to, same thing, corner. You don't want to overlap it, you just want to touch a little corner to corner. I don't know what he's scratching at. And then just gather, bend. Look how pretty this blue is. So if you look really close, this is ombre and it's all different blue, and this is purple and it's all the different shades of purple. But if you'll see that some of the metallic will reflect on each other, which is going to make it, it's just really pretty. So you're going to take the one part, because we didn't flip it over, we're just going underneath. We're going to be using the second bar. Alright, and another thing you should do, just so everyone says, I don't, because you don't want your zip ties to hit this. I pushed them all to the side until the wreath is done. That way it doesn't hit onto the mesh and pull on it, okay? So you want to do the same thing. You're going to shake it. Now I can use the blue because you're not going to see these, okay? Take it as close as to the bar as possible. Hold that down. Hold on, Thumper. Scrappy, I'll get you a pillow. Did they steal your pillow? No, all of them are. Just get in there. Go lay down with them. It's fine. Good boy. Gather. Gather. Sideways. Pinch. So you shape this. You want it to shape. Okay? It's almost like we were making our leaves, but we're not making leaves. We're doing the butterflies. Just a tiny little hair there. I'm going to go grab my coffee. It's on the other side of the table. Pull it through. One over, one under. Careful you don't pinch the other fabric. Because you pinched it, you already shaped it. See how pretty that is? It's beautiful. I like this color. Beautiful. My hands are hurting, so I need to stop pulling it like that. Just gonna squeeze it over. And again, you're not going to need a lot. That's in this next to your inner bar. It's the third bar. Doesn't need a lot. remember the other layer covers that too, so you can do as little or as many as you want. Gather. Twist it to the side. Just angling it to the side. Pinch it nice and good. That way it keeps its shape. Really, really like this mesh. If I had extra money, I'd be buying a lot of this. Love it, love it, love it. Beautiful. Sure, it's where you want it. How pretty this is. Zip tie. That's 3. Nose, you're not overlapping it, you're just touching the corners to each other, that's it. And you're gathering. Try to keep the little end piece as you gather up, not down, because it'll make it shape different. Okay. Bend it. Make sure it's the way you want it. I don't want it that much up, just a little bit. Pinch. And molds the mesh. It's cool. I'll move this slightly over because I don't want it to pull on that. I don't want it to pull. I want to try not to get it to touch. Remember, it's bent already, so just make sure it's shaped right. See, if you just do it regular, it's not going to shape. You don't want it like that. I want it like this. So pull that. That's why I usually put it in different. I'm picky. Take it underneath. This definitely is not soft to touch. I can tell you that. It's a little more dense than what I'm used to. So you gotta be very careful because it does fray easy. But I love the colors and I like the way that it shapes. Just a pretty shape. You want to make sure that these petals are right. Otherwise they're going to twist on you when you go to put the flower up and it's not going to look like the type of flower I'm trying to make. It's going to look totally different with a curl on it and we don't want that. I don't want that. So you can also take your scissors honestly probably get away with. I did 4. 4 is what I'm gonna do. I'm not doing any more than 4, just like you did on the first row. You don't need any more than that. So I'm not gonna show you what it looks like. You have to wait. I'm gonna do one more in front of you, then I'll finish this off camera. Corner, corner to corner. See? Bend, nice and pretty. See how cute that is? Pretty. It's just beautiful. Angel wings. Take this. So I would say to make this flower, to keep it the shape that I'm doing, you can't use the pipe cleaners. That would make it, it would shape it different. You would have to do more of a ruffle look. I'm doing a petal look. And it's going one under and one over. I mean, if you put the pipe cleaner on it and you do it, you would attach the pipe cleaner around this and then there, and half the time it twists in. This kind of makes it stay. Using the bar. See? You can put the pipe cleaner around it after you put it around the bar. That would work. And it's going to be really fat. Okay. Alrighty. 4 in each section, just like we did the purple roll. Now we're going to do the blue. And then go ahead, finish up to all my students. Do what you're doing. Put me on pause, or you can let me play through. That's fine. And then we'll get to our next row. But I'm doing everything as. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to show you. It's as we're doing it. That way nobody, some are jumping ahead and then there's missing crucial little parts in making this. So you have to watch it to learn all the different ways. But this is really easy and it's pretty. Very, very pretty. So I'm excited. So I'm going to turn the camera off and go ahead and finish this row up. When you get to row 3, then unpause me and we'll get to our next one. Okay, like usual I changed my mind, so see how pretty this is? So once I added on top right here, I like the way it looks where it's all different. So I'm going to do some, I did 2 off camera. I knew I wouldn't like, I know me, I should have just trusted what I was going to do in the first place. We're going to do purple on the 3rd and blue on the green. I mean, blue on the 4th. Alright. So the best thing to do is to fold it in half and put your rocks on it and then work on the bars. So remember, we used only 4 in each one, which is 12. So it's only going to, if we do it right, it'll be 24. But I'll probably end up using the whole 32 or 34 pieces. Alright. So we're going to just use it up. I'm excited. It's really, really pretty. So corner. corner. Gather, gather, hold it, twist up, pinch it, switch shapes. These look like butterfly wings. Alright. What I'll do is I'm going to do a couple in front of you, and then I'm going to go off camera to finish it. And see how this is, they're pointing straight up? That's what you want. You don't want them to curl. You want them to point. You don't want them twisty like my other flowers. We want them to sit straight up just like a pair of wings. Use the blue on that bar. Try not to use the real thick ones on top because we're going to cover that up. The same petals all the way through. I know it's a pain, and it is time, it does take time to make. We have, like I said, remember we were talking about all those cowgirl hats and the rancher wreaths and stuff, so we have a bunch we're doing, and I'm probably going to go ahead and do them tonight, put everything out, because Thursday is Special Olympics. I won't be doing any. I won't even be home. I'll be at the Special Olympics all day. Me and my husband volunteer. So we'll be there. And then I'm probably going to be tired Friday. Friday's Good Friday, and I have to go I have to meet a delivery of one of the wreaths. So won't be Friday, so I'll probably see you Saturday, not Sunday, because it's Easter, I believe. So, and I want to go to church and stuff, so it'll probably be Saturday. So tonight, and what I can get out tonight, and by tomorrow morning, will be it for this week until around Saturday. So, and I'll try to do an early one on Saturday. That's if I have time. If not, you will see me Monday. So make sure they're side by side. This makes it easier if you fold part of the flower behind it. That way it's not in the way, okay? Try and get pictures for all my friends on Facebook on the craft page of the Special Olympics and stuff. It's a big day. It's an all-day thing, and I'm excited, very excited. We all have to wear yellow. So it'll be nice to see the kids have fun. And we meet a lot of cool people there. So one of my passions. There we go. Let's see, 3. Close. Because these are cut right in 10-inch squares. Gather, pinch, fold up. Shape your butterfly wings. There we go. It's the butterfly. Pretty, right? how many pieces we have left, so let's see how we're going to do this. So you can do, I'll do 5. There's 5 left. This is all for that, so. Make sure. 1, 2. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. I have just enough, so I'm just going to stick with 4. For some reason, I don't have as much as I thought. It makes no sense, but it's fine. Alright. 4 in each section is fine. Remember that this is full, it's thick, so it'll be fine. Corner, scrunch, try not to do it on there, scrunch it, I'm going to make it bend this way. It's quiet in here. Daddy's home, so everyone went into the living room to be with my husband, except for Ginger. And you know she's my service dog, so wherever I go, she goes. She never leaves me. But the babies, the other 3, they like their daddy, so. There we go. Alright. Take this. Just be careful because friction does cause fray, so I'm don't want to move it around too much. I'm going to have to trim like with anything. Alright. But each section I do move it down. Another purple in here. Okay. So it's 4, 8. Oh, that's why. Okay, I got it. Last time I did 3. This is 16 and 16. That makes sense now. Hello. So there's 16 purple on your first, 16 blue on your second, That makes total sense now. So that's 32 pieces. That makes sense. Alright. So we're going to exactly 2 rolls. Make sure you hold up. Don't like it to mess up. Remember, you don't want it to curl. You want it to pop out like almost like sunflower petals. Right? You know why I counted that wrong? That I had enough. So if you wanted to just do the 3rd row like I was intending on doing, you can. You would have enough to just use all 8 in the section going on your 3rd row. You can do that. I just like the way it looks like this, so. $32. So for some reason, I cut them exactly, and 10 inches. And I got 32 pieces in each row, and we're using every single one of them. Alright, so you just want to cut up 2 whole rolls. Sometimes I get more than that, so I don't know why I got so little. Because it says 10 yards. Pretty. Okay, now that I told you everything you need to know, you're all set. I'm going to finish this off camera, so it don't take forever to make. And then we'll turn it over. So go ahead and finish it up. It's 4 in each section. That's 32 purple and 32 blue. And so that's 4, 8, 12, 16. So 16 in each one, which is 32 pieces of each color. So that's not bad. It's 2 exact rolls of mesh of Trendy Tree to make this. So that's not bad. I'd rather not have any left over than to store it already cut. Remember to trim your little pieces. Remember, it's metallic, so you're going to get little pieces here and there. That's completely normal, but it's really not that bad. If you see, it looks really good. So I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm going to finish up these next 3 sections, and then we're going to put the decor on it, cover it up. I'll show it to you, and then I'm going to be starting on another wreath. Like I said, we'll be putting, it'll probably be 2 tonight that goes out, and then 1 first thing in the morning is probably what it's going to be. So I'm going to do a simple cowgirl hat, which you guys should have already all saw because I showed you the blue one I got from the Dollar Tree. Then I got the white one. I dressed one up with the pink, the cow ribbon, and the blue jean. Alright, it's the Dollar Tree one, just like the blue is. And then I have a cowgirl hat that was given to me, and I believe this came from Hobby Lobby. So these are what we'll be working on, 2 of them. And then I have a ranch wreath coming up hopefully soon. I just need to get together some stuff to make that. So I will see you shortly. Remember, we have a whole bunch of farm animals, we have birds, we have more froggies, we have a ton of stuff to do. So this is a really exciting time for me because I get to do all the fun stuff that I like. Anything to do with farms and stuff. And plus the cowboy hats and stuff are to a very good cause. I will have some on my SD store, and I will have some that I take to the festivals. But many of them are going for good causes. So they're going to help, they're going to the ranches that work with our Down syndrome and our children with disabilities. So it's a good cause. Makes me happy. So I will see you guys and everybody in a few minutes. So all my students finish up. Okay, everyone. So this is what it looks like. Now all we're going to do now, let's drop some of these off. So tomorrow I'll end up putting out the cowgirl wreaths because I do not have enough time tonight. I had to taking a phone call, talking to my friend. I love you, Miss Diana. Thank you again for everything. So I'm going to turn this down and we're going to finish this up. There we go. This really turned out beautiful. See how pretty it is? The colors are just gorgeous. Let's turn this a little bit. There we go. See how pretty it is? It's beautiful. So at first I didn't know how the purple and the blue would look. I had a dream, like I said, of this color. I'm super happy. So you're going to take 2 pipe cleaners and just put them crisscross, okay? Just around the first bar. Alright. Then what I did is I took this, I got from Factory Direct Craft. I've had all these daisy heads probably for about 2 years. I have pink ones and blue ones. I know they still have them. They're just a big pack of daisy heads. And they're huge. And it's factorydirectcraft.com. So we're going to just take this, and instead of going in between the flower because it's thick, I wanted to tie it around the pipe cleaners. Okay, and we're still going to cover the back up too. Nice, pretty. See how pretty this is beautiful. Love the colors. Like I said, I've never used Trendy Tree because I'm on a limited income, but Miss Diana sent it to me. I am so grateful, and I am so, so thankful to you. This is beautiful. So beautiful. Now I know why everybody loves Trendy Tree mesh. It is good mesh, I will say that. Love their mesh. Yay! Okay, so that's how it's going to look. Look how beautiful. Just imagine. Look how pretty. It is gorgeous. So now we're going to take the little fairy, and all I did was so with the daisy head, all you do there, I better get another one to show you. I jumped too quick to tie it on without showing you, so I will show you before we put that on. So of course you're going to take the 2 pipe cleaners here and put that on. Then what you want to do when you take this daisy head, all I did was take your floral wire, cut it about 20 to 28 inches, go around, because these don't pop off. These are nice and secure. Just put it around the bottom of the flower where the green is, and I just wrapped it around, and then I wrapped it around the stem, put glue on it, let it dry right there, and then took the floral wire and wrapped it around the pipe cleaners there. That's all I did. And then on the fairy, this is a yardstick that, as I showed you earlier, and my husband cut it off. See how cute? So cute. And then I put a cable mount right here on the back. I took floral wire, ran through it, tied it, and then put hot glue on it. And what the hot glue does is it melts right to your metal and it won't come off. It also secures it, so when it's hot out, it won't melt off. So it works perfect. And they're just cable mounts. You can buy them off of Amazon. And it has a little adhesive on the back. You just pull this off, stick it on, put your floral wire through, tie it in a knot, pull this back, put your hot glue, make sure there's enough hot glue that it completely covers it because you want it to melt. Alright? So now we're going to take this cute little fairy, and you don't have to use much on this. You want her to look like she's flying above the flower. So what I'm going to do is this is really thick mesh, so you only need 2 rolls to make this beautiful flower. So what we can do is we take it in through here again, but you want to leave it a little bit loose, but enough where it's not going to flop. Just a little bit. And it stays on because the flower's right there, so it looks like she's looking down. Just take it again. And you can just wrap it around the pipe cleaner that's here. Look at how easy that is. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible on everyone. So I don't want it too tight, but I want it where she's kind of up a little bit. So just a little bit. Alright. Isn't that cute? I might just loosen it up a little more. So never tie it until you got it where you want it first. So let's make it just a little bit looser. Just a tad bit. There we go. There we go. That's it. We cover the back. So remember yesterday we went over the backs of this, which is really good as well. So all we did for the back, and you're going to see, same as we did with the frog yesterday. You should just pull one out so you can see it, because now we have new people every day. These are Walmart plastic picnic mats, and they can go up to 24 inches on your wreath frame. And you just cut it as you need it. So with the 8 inches, I put it right here, trace it out, cut it out, and I can get 2 out of one mat. They're $1.47 at Walmart. Look at how big. So these have little tiny holes on it. It's plastic. You don't have to take a hole puncher, punch holes in it, nothing like that. This is awesome. They come in all different colors. This one I'm going to use is teal. Alright. Now what I do want to do is I want to take a ribbon. I have some leftover ribbon I'm going to use, but we want to make sure that it's in front, straight up, so your flower's not lopsided. This is so cute. So I have her standing up on the flower. That's fine. It's still cute. And take this. Go around the bar underneath. Make sure that it is centered so it doesn't fall on you. Or when you hang it up, it doesn't go lopsided. Let me replace that. There we go. Remember the back's really tight. So because I put the fairy on and it's not directly where the bar is right here, I'll show you what to do. And it helps keep it in. Let me get this. Be careful you don't mess up your mesh. I want it right here. Okay. That's where I want it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I have it right there. Take this. Got zip ties. Go through the little holes that are already on this. Nice and cool. And it's still not going to move. You're going to say, well, the zip ties slide back and forth. That makes no sense. Nope. because you add more zip ties, and it's going to secure it. You can go right here around the bar, right through it, keeps it all in place. No more hole punching. I did the hole punching last year when I first opened up my YouTube. My husband came up with it and said, hey, while you're using it, why don't we add office tools? And that's when I did it. I have the first one I did was we opened it up in June. I believe that was August. It was on my fall wreath. Go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Isn't it beautiful? Just beautiful. I love it. So I would probably do this a little bit bigger. I told you yesterday I cut it a little bit too short, but it's fine. It works. Push your zip ties to the side. Just get it a little bit bigger than the actual wreath frame, just a tad bit. Everything pops to the side. Nice smooth back. There we go. See how cool this is? So cool and beautiful. You don't have to worry, this is nice and thick. It's not going in between your mesh. Just perfect. Just take. This is just a leftover piece of ribbon I had from another project. So I'm just put it in the knot and then teeny tiny bow. Nobody sees it. It's in the back just to hang it. Okay? So now, there she is. She's so cute. I'm not going to do much. It's nice and simple and pretty. What I am going to do is take, I have some butterflies. So I got these little butterflies a couple years ago for a wedding that I was doing for a friend. And they're really tiny. The little ones I got off of Amazon a long time ago. They're really, really, really tiny. Very tiny. And then I have the blue ones and the pink ones I got a long time ago off of Paper Mart. So you don't want a lot. I like the little ones. And it's just a frame around her. And we'll take pictures. I will take pictures and post it on my Facebook for everybody. Just around the little fairy. That's all I'm doing. So I pre-lay them out. These fairies are like butterflies until they show themselves. They fly around like little butterflies. Got it in all different colors. You don't need a lot. You can just use a couple if you want. Put some maybe down here. I don't think so. Just around her. That's it. You don't want to use the big ones. Purple doesn't show up. Just a few. Need is just a teeny bit. Very little, not much. Make sure everything is where you want it before you put your butterflies on, because you don't want to take them off. Ruin the mesh. Okay. There we go. Cute. So you're gonna, everybody likes fairies. It doesn't matter how old you are. But this will be cute. Us adults like fairies too. We think they're cute. You can put it in a child's room. You can put it on your front door. Children love this, so little girls. It's cute. That's it. See that? The hardest part is making. It's time consuming to put the petals on. It's just time consuming. But the easy part should be decorating it. It doesn't need a lot. So I'm going to go hang this up. There she is. Nice and pretty. I'm going to hang it up. Get a close up. I'm probably going to do it in my room off the door. That way you can see it in a brighter light. If for some reason in my living room it looks too dark. So I'm going to turn this off, hang this up, and then put it back on so everybody can see it hung up. Be right back. Okay, everyone. It does look different in the sunlight. Remember, this is at nighttime. But look how beautiful. I will zoom in so you can see it closer. You have to see it in person. You'll love it. There's the little butterflies. There's the fairy. And the center of the flower. Isn't that beautiful? There she is. So cute. So like, share, subscribe. The cowgirl wreaths will be out tomorrow. Everyone have a blessed night. Bye.